Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back
to
another episode of the 5 Levels of Dumb. I am Isaac, this is Titus, and we are starting this back up, y'all. I know it's been a minute, but the world is not getting any less dumb, so we got lots and lots of stuff to cover.
Yeah, there's honestly more than 5 levels, but
really,
that's all we got for today.
Really, every day you can say like
we
15
just be
or
here.
16.
We just be here way too long.
Literally. Before we get into it, y'all, make sure to go to our website, smithbrospodcast.com. Subscribe to our Mind Blowing Truth Bomb Film newsletter right now. It is the best way to stay up to date with all things Smith Bros. Do it. Do it now. Do it today. You want to know what Isaac's doing. You want to know what Titus is doing, Phil's doing, whatever. Just do it. I don't know what you're waiting for. We ain't got time for that. All right. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Smith Bros Rumble page. Rumble is a free speech platform. We don't got time for this. Free speech platform. Do it now. I don't got anything else to say on that. But without further ado, let's get in this video. Now, there is 5 videos we're going to watch. And as I say, this is pretty much like a TikTok reaction page at this point, because it's literally just open up TikTok. Oh, that's insane. I'm going to talk about that later.
Well, that's where everything is nowadays. So it's like
facts.
It's where we get all our information, and not because TikTok is the most, it's not necessarily a reliable or unreliable source. It just depends on what's being put up on there. But there is a lot of stuff on there exposing some crazy things that are happening, exposing the way that the ideology of the world has been pushing on young people. It's exposed that it actually is happening when you see what some people are saying on this app. Actually crazy.
Real talk. And I think that's a big part of the reason why they were trying so hard to ban TikTok, and we are like a month later and it's still up. Anyways, so we got our friend Lily Kate, saw one of her videos. It was just so hilarious and so true. I'm gonna pull this up for y'all. Honestly, every single one of these videos, you're gonna just be like, man, it's a crazy world we live in. It's that the fact that this is real and that's like something we have to talk about is insane. But without further ado, y'all, check this out. This is crazy. Listen up.
Can I get testosterone? I want bigger muscles and facial hair. No, we don't want to mess with the natural processes of your body. I don't think I'm a girl. Can I get testosterone so I can have bigger muscles and facial hair? I hear you. Let's start that as soon as possible.
Lily Kate didn't miss, that's for sure.
All I'm saying is, God forbid a boy wants to be more masculine. God forbid he gets testosterone because he wants to be more manly. I want to lift more. I want to do this. I want to be more active. But as soon as a woman says, hey, you know what? In the mind, there ain't something right. I want to switch it up. You know, I got a little cute genitals for you. You know,
little cute,
something
cute little
like,
genitals for you. What's crazy is that whole thing is actually real life.
It's real.
A child says, I want to, like, it's literally illegal to have performance enhancing drugs in order for you to be able to be stronger and be athletic.
Yeah.
I think there's like legal testosterone you can take and everything, but it's just like, you tell a doctor that, they're gonna be like, no, we don't want to mess up with your development. Like, this would be totally wrong. Real. It's gonna screw you up as the guy who already naturally produces this stuff higher level than any other people, or the other side. But you're a little girl and you just go, hey, oh, actually, I decided, because the world has told me that this is okay, and because I'm struggling with my own personal things and I don't really know who I am or what I'm supposed to do, I'm just gonna accept that this might be the way. I'm just gonna, throw my hat in the ring and hopefully I'm right.
Yeah.
Transition to a boy. Oh, no problem.
That's literally.
Why did you say so earlier?
Insane. Yeah, you're hitting the nail on the head. Literally, doctors don't recommend you to take a certain amount of testosterone as a man because it's unhealthy for you and it will mess up your body. They know that, so they tell you. Thing is,
but not women.
Pisses me off.
Not with girls.
They know that a woman taking this amount of testosterone is going to be harmful for their bodies. But you want to know something?
No.
Stop wiggling that finger around.
No, trust the science. Trust the science.
Pisses me off. They know it's not good for you. It will harm you more in the long run. But hey, you know what? You feel like this today?
That's the science.
You feeling a cute little delusion today? Anyways, you're not the Hodge twins. Get out of here with that stupid nonsense. Anyways, we could talk about this for so long. But we got another video for y'all. This second video is honestly
got a good show.
Hodge twins, if you see this, respond to your DM.
Good show for you.
No, but this next clip is just like exposes America, or I guess you could say the powers that be. These people don't even want to say what they're gonna say because they're gonna explain it here. But just take a look at this, y'all. Just take a look.
What is wrong with Joe Biden?
It's not my job to criticize the head of the United States. It's not a good business idea anyway.
You would rather there was a different leader of the United States?
I would rather say that the American Democrats are far more ideologically led than the Republicans. And the Democrats always like to convince you and sometimes force you how to live. And I don't like it. We have our own culture. The culture defines how we live. Don't interfere, please. Don't educate us. Don't say what is good, what is bad, what is liberal. You know, we don't like that. It's not your job. It's not the job of the Americans and any other nation. It's the Hungarian job. That's so simple. Donald Trump understands it. That's
I'm just saying.
Donald Trump understands it.
Bro ate up and left no crumbs.
No crumbs were left.
I'm
That's
just-
for sure.
Dang, I didn't like that. That was a little zest.
You thought there was food there. You thought there might have been some
Zest.
food that fell on the side. Like, oh, but the Lord,
I don't know why
even
you
the
guys-
dogs eat the crumbs that fall off the master's
No,
table.
what?
Except for there were no crumbs. There were no crumbs.
Shut up. What are you doing? Get at it. Oh my lord.
I'm just saying there were no crumbs.
Bro's
All
spitting.
good.
No,
No
bro,
crumbs.
bro is spitting. He's over here where the liberal Democrats, Joe Biden, they're so ideologically
Ideologically
my
driven.
lord, couldn't say it. Led
it's not
in
black
every
people.
decision, and they know that it's harmful. The decisions that they're making, and they know it doesn't help anyone in the long run. When it comes to backing BLM, the true racist organization, because they're anti-white people, and their nonsense has led to the death of many white people. I don't know if you saw that
Black
video,
people too.
and black people, but like I don't know if you saw that video. There were two black guys that worked at some job together. They decided to call off sick, and they were just driving around, saw some white dude installing a mailbox, and they drove past him like 5 or 6 times. It was covered, seen on a Ring camera or something like that. Get out the car and brutally murder this white man to death. You know what their reasoning was? They were caught. The reasoning was, oh, this felt like killing a white man today. That was it. That was the only explanation. And this is what BLM, the politicians that are spewing this
Felt like
white
killing a
supremacy,
white person.
this black people are oppressed and need to fight back and get angry. They're encouraged, get angry because this is the life they're living. Absolutely not. It only leads, it makes white people actually want to be racist towards black people because it's like, what's wrong with these people?
One thing about black people, I say screw them after that.
But no, for real, like BLM
If I was white,
is
literally building racism. in
it's
people.
building racism and fear. Like I don't want to die. I don't want to like some random angry black person to just have a bad day and kill me just because I'm white.
Yes, and you'll treat them like a threat.
100%.
See them.
100. It's causing divide. They know it. The people in power know it. But this dude's like he's 100% spitting. But that's just BLM. This transgenderism nonsense. They know in the long run it's harmful to the Americans that are on these drugs for the long periods of time. They know it's harmful. They don't care.
Know. They don't
Oh my
know.
goodness. They know it's terrible, and gender dysphoria is not something good. It's not something cute. It's not something you want to have. True gender dysphoria, because there's people that just say they have it now because they're angry and depressed.
They don't have it.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's something you get diagnosed for and get help for. But no, now it's just the first step in your gender transition or whatever. It's so stupid. They know these are the ideology that the Democrats have that is not beneficial to America in any way, shape, or form. But it is the points they drive and they focus on so heavily. While Republicans are just like, we want a great economy. We want to be able to
It's
protect
just like they don't
ourselves.
focus on those because they're not important.
Right. They're not important.
Who you sleep
most
with?
Republicans
Once
are
you cut off,
none of that
it's
matters.
nobody else's
It's
business.
nobody, literally no one
But
else.
you know, they bring it to the forefront for multiple reasons, Isaac. And it's for money, one.
Yeah.
For the confusion and diversion. Because here's the thing: it's nobody's business what you do. Sleep with who you want to. It's in the end you'll be judged by God, right?
Right.
But that's not enough. You have to accept it. Not only do you have to accept it, but you need to be able to also fund what it is we need or what we want, stuff that you're not affiliated with or care
Yeah.
about. So transgenders, it's like, no, yeah, do what you want to do. Cut off all your things. Pay for that if you want to. No, you pay for it because gender reaffirming surgery should be something that all trans have access to. Why should I pay for your surgery?
Isn't that so crazy?
But that's why it's
fighting
being
for it.
popular. And guess what?
Yeah.
There's hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars made through this thing happening.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
It's what they
It
want.
says in the Bible, the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, and that's literally what it is. Money, money, money. You can always find the reason stemmed in people's hunger for money and power.
They've
Evil.
truly deceived
The love of
nation.
money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they get angry, visibly angry if you don't. They literally say if you're a straight person and you're not willing to hook up or date a trans person, you're homophobic. You can't have a different ideology and say, oh no, my religion, oh my belief is that
I'm
I
super
think I
straight.
just want to be super straight. That was actually hilarious. I just want to be with biological women just because that's my preference. Nope. Now you're a homophobe.
All
just
women
because
are
you
women.
disagree. That is a true statement. But what is a woman?
Women
saying.
are whatever. A woman, someone who identifies as
Yeah, see, this pisses me off. It's so stupid. But this is what this dude's talking about in this video. Oh my God. Get that.
A woman is a woman.
Get that gay accent out your mouth. I can't stand it. It is terrible.
A woman is a woman.
But that's number 4 on the list. This video that we're about to watch really pissed me off because, like we're saying, that the left, you can believe what you want to believe.
Of course you can.
But when you start like attacking other people's belief systems and just mocking it and making a mockery of it in the name of your own ideology is just so crazy. And you're going out of your way for no reason to demonize a peaceful religion, because that's what this. So yes, there have been wars fought and there have been crazy individuals that fought for this religion, but it's been around for 2,000 years.
It's the only real one, by the way.
And
because you're wondering, it's only true.
It is the only true one. But this is so crazy. Take a look at this video.
That's what I hate us. That's what I hate on us.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. You know it's true.
They know. But take a look at this. This is so insane. This is in honor of Pride Month. At the top, it says the Los Angeles Dodgers are hosting and honoring this group to kick off Pride Month. And you can tell who this group is. Take a look. I really don't want to watch this video anymore. I don't know how much longer it goes, but that's just disgusting. It's insane. Bro changed his like last name to Zesty Boy because like that's so gross. That's disgusting. But this is what I'm talking about.
The Zest Master.
The Zest Lord.
Zest Lord. Zest Queen.
Oh my goodness. This is insane. It's not enough for them to just ignore Christianity because they hate specifically Christianity, even though most religions are against this. They hate it because they know homosexuality is a sin. In the Bible, they know.
It's not only, well, yes, in the Bible, excuse me, they know it's a sin, but why is it the Christian God, the only true God, the one you come at? Because Allah, which is, I guess it means God in Arabic or whatever, I don't know what the language is. It means God.
Yeah.
They don't ever come against him.
Never.
He kills y'all. Y'all that are zesty, you grinding up on each other, getting things up in holes that you don't need them to be. Like, I'm just saying,
poop leaking out any hour of the day. Just saying,
they'll kill you.
Literally killing you.
We ain't doing that.
It's a mixture of,
but
like,
you are disgusting.
It's the most popular one in America, and two, they know it's truth. Like in their like nowhere, as the Christians say, like in their heart of hearts,
in their nowhere,
they know for a fact that this is right, and the enemy within them is just attacking and clawing at it so much. It's so crazy to go out of your way to mock Christianity in the name of pride, which isn't that so crazy? In the name of pride,
the greatest sin,
literally in the name of pride, they're doing it, like stripping on Jesus, having Jesus move like that. Like that's so insane and disrespectful. And if it was any other religion out there, this video would have been taken down. It wouldn't be anywhere. You wouldn't be able to find this because it's disrespectful. And no, they don't care about Christianity because they know it is the only true religion out there. This really pissed me off. I'm so sick of Christianity being attacked, and I'm more sick of Christians not doing anything about it. Like we just like, oh, Father, forgive them, or they know not what they do. And it's like, yes, forgive them. But stand up and like put some pep in your step, like stand up straight and be mad about this, because this is not okay. They're mocking the one true God. They're mocking the one true religion.
If you're a Christian, you're not speaking out about this, is a problem.
It's a problem. And like, because of our lack of like speaking out on this, now we have literal ordained pastors saying that this is okay.
This is literally what made, regardless of what you think, Andrew Tate switched to being a Muslim.
Yeah,
he said, "Chris, the Muslims will fight for the fight. They will. one thing about them is you're not going to talk bad about Allah or Muhammad or any of them in front of them because they'll drop you. Excuse you?
Right.
Did you ever disrespect my God? Did you ever disrespect the Prophet Muhammad?
Mhm.
They will come at you so heavily and a wrath so hard. It's maybe why they don't do anything. Christians just sit there lackadaisical. That was wrong, but we got to love. You know, the Lord says to love. He says they'll judge righteously. He says you'll be judged for your lack of works or not lack of works. But he says you'll be judged for the way your fruit.
Yeah.
Your fruit, which is, I mean, in other words, of works. You don't get faith by works. You don't get saved by works. Or we can't.
He does judge your actions.
You can't work your way to salvation, but he does judge how you are after you claim to be saved.
Yeah, 100%.
And when you don't stand up for the one who saved your soul in any degree whatsoever, you said that, oh, we must love. Love is telling people the truth, and that's not acceptable.
Imagine like changing your belief system when it comes to Christianity based on like people that don't even believe the Bible. Like they're like, doesn't your word say love everybody? And then they're like, oh God, it does say love everybody. Oh, I guess what Jesus said about homosexuality is wrong now because the Bible said to love everybody.
He also said it's an abomination what you're doing. So
right. And he also perfectly describes what love is.
Him.
Yeah, it's him, and it's not accepting of everything. It's literally not. It's the love is not to accept someone as they are. Don't accept them. You love them as they are.
Yes,
you don't accept that,
sir.
You don't accept it. You do everything in your power to help them get out of that. That's what love looks like. But for some reason, Christians nowadays are just like, oh, you know, like who cares? Like I don't care. Like Jesus, you know, like you sin, and it's just immediately like
it's always the projection.
Me off. Okay, and I know it's wrong, and I repent and I ask God for forgiveness. I know it's wrong, but you are intentionally going against it, saying, you know what? I know this is wrong, but I'm gonna keep taking it up the butt because I like it so much.
That's crazy.
Honestly, I don't know how that came out.
That's crazy. Also, there's a difference between habitual sin and sin. Yeah. So you sin, you cussed or you cursed someone, you lied, you became drunk, you've been gluttonous, you do that kind of sinning. It's wrong. You repent, Lord, forgive me, help me to be better, help me to be strong. You sleep with someone, like whatever. Mm-hmm. You continuously on a daily basis completely denying God what God's word says in a homosexual relationship or in something that he says is an abomination or something that is a sin, and you continuously habitually doing it and consciously knowing that's what you're going to do. Because a lot of people that sin and make mistakes and slip up, it wasn't a conscious decision in the beforehand to do this. Obviously, in the moment it's conscious, but like when it's already premeditated, this is what I'm going to do for the foreseeable future because this is what I want to do and I don't care. That's so much worse. I'm not saying it's a greater sin, but it's worse because you're making the decision to continuously do that.
I don't know the full context of the scripture, but it says those that have knowledge of the truth and go on sinning, there is no sacrifice for sins or something like that. Or what is that scripture?
Let's say again.
Those who
what you have knowledge of the truth, you continually sin, having knowledge of the truth, no longer remains a sacrifice or something like that.
Right, and I don't know the full context of that. I mean, like I've read it, I don't fully understand. Because it's like if you know you're not supposed to sin and then you slip up, like, there's always forgiveness. But is it the habitual sin they're talking about? Is it the like me personally, that's what I think it is. And I'm not gonna go out and say like, oh, that is Jesus said this. I think that's what it is because he also says there's forgiveness. That people do backslide and whatnot.
Exactly.
That's in there. So it's just like people that are actively cutting up their bodies, literally saying God was wrong in how he created me. I was meant to be a woman, or I was meant to be a boy all my life.
Stop the cap.
And then doing homosexual acts. Like, I think that's the no sacrifice for sins. Obviously, I feel like at that point, were you ever saved? But also, you can come back from that. You still can come back from that. But living in that and then dying, I don't know.
This is down here where it should be, and I'm like always slouching. Like,
but we can literally talk about this for forever. But we're gonna move on to number 2 in this. And honestly, if you watched anything about the Trump interview and the interviewee, what's her name again? Caitlin Collins. She just gets roasted by Trump's lawyer. Anytime this woman
roasted by
gets
Trump,
roasted,
and now it's roasted by Trump's lawyer.
Her being roasted is one of the most satisfying things. She has the most smug face on the entire planet.
Yo, for real.
But we're gonna take a look at this. Trump's lawyer goes in defending Trump, and this woman is she just keeps taking L's. At this point, it's like, should I feel bad for her? I feel
Honestly,
like I should.
Nah, we good. She's straight.
Is she?
Well,
I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look.
But this comes as E. Jean Carroll and her lawsuit, which is separate from this, but I should note, following the CNN town hall and the comments that Trump made about her there, is now amending that lawsuit to add more money to that. Is there not a concern within the legal team that what he says is what's getting him in more trouble here, that he's going and attacking her the day after, you know, he's found guilty for, or that, excuse me, that he's found civilly liable for defaming her and sexually abusing her.
So let's talk about that. I'm glad you brought it up. As a candidate, part of your job, and as a president, part of your job is to address people that bring claims, as Bill Clinton had to address, right? He didn't do this. So we have the court say, and now we have a jury that said he did not rape her. Let's not forget that. And he is then speaking to a person who is falsely accusing him of something that is heinous. And nobody is more sympathetic than I am to sexual assault victims, rape victims. But I'm confused on how a jury could have gotten it so wrong. They say you don't rape someone, but it's sexual abuse. And then you defame somebody for saying, I didn't rape her, when they said he didn't. And they found he didn't.
All I'm saying.
So the fact that she's going to amend it, to be honest with you, Caitlin, and this is aside from my sympathy to real victims, tells me what her motives are. And the fact that she's trying to amend a complaint from 2018 because she wants to change the terms from rape to sexual assault now, you're not allowed to retrofit cases. That's not how this goes. And I can't agree with it. I'm going to fight it vehemently. And I think it's wrong. And I think he has a right to say, it's wrong. I didn't do it. And what she's doing is wrong. And it's a shame to real victims. Honestly, it's a shame to real victims. It's
civilly liable for sexual abuse. But the idea that he's found that he defamed her and then he goes out the next day and continues to attack her, not just simply defending himself. He's going after her, calling it a con job, a hoax. Those were the comments he had made online. I mean, is there not advice in the legal team that talking about it more only hurts him more, is clearly evident here?
He's a public person and he has a right to speak, especially when somebody says publicly, and she did the same. And frankly, she went on TV and said, he raped me. Well, that's to me the most offensive thing you could possibly say. I know Donald Trump very well. And you know Donald Trump. He is a kind person. Whatever he projects when he's angry, he's a candidate being attacked. He's under siege at all times. This is a man who only knows how to operate and has operated this country amazingly well, under siege at all times. And I think he's outraged, and he has a right to be, and he has a First Amendment right to speak and say to somebody, this is a lie. I didn't do it. And if somebody's going to keep suing him, we're just going to fight back as well.
Well, that's his defense. But it was a jury of 9 people that found him civilly liable of this. But I want to ask you about this new letter that.
But before you go there,
always love to go back. Every CNN person ever. You just ignore everything she said. This is a 3 minute, 13-second video. It's not done. But are you kidding me?
That's our litmus test. We have a New York jury. Then you must also believe that O.J. Simpson wasn't guilty. I mean, sometimes the juries get it wrong. And here they did get it right, that he didn't rape her. But somehow he defames her when he says, I didn't rape her. It doesn't make sense. And we'll take it up on appeal.
Well, I know you're appealing it, but they did find him civilly liable. I mean, it's a.
Did you not hear what she just said?
She's not listening. It's a simple. She's not listening. She's just like, these are my talking points. I will say these talking points, and until you say yes, I agree, I will not.
She hasn't said anything other than just repeating the same exact thing the entire time.
Jury of 9 people. I believe it was 6 women, 3 men. That
who cares? That's irrelevant.
Found this, but
what?
Honestly, we probably should have the full clip of that. But all I'm saying is, y'all, she the attorney was 100% spitting.
That attorney said she said, and honestly, it's true. He's a kind man.
Yeah,
but he's always being attacked. If you're being attacked 24/7 about everything you ever do. You don't think you're gonna like say something you shouldn't say, or say something and in anger, or something that you think is justified because I didn't do anything. I'm coming at you. I'm coming back for you. You're not gonna talk bad about me and then get mad when I say something and call me, oh, he's so mean. Oh, he's saying all these rude things. Oh, but you're being a douchebag the whole time. Get out of here.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Get out. Shout out to everyone in here, but Philly, what did she lie about? That's all I want to know. Like, don't just say she's lying, and then not say exactly what she lied about.
L take Philly.
It's just like what nothing she said was even crazy.
Everything she said was factual. She said Trump did not grape her. It was proven, but the jury said he didn't do it. So literally, she's accusing him of sexual abuse and rape, right? Or rape was the sexual abuse, I'm assuming. He says that he didn't do that. Yeah. So basically defending himself, which everyone has the right to do, in a sense of proving guilty. And then he gets accused of defaming her for saying he didn't do what she originally sued him for. Like, what?
And can we not talk about how like she lied? Like the fact that the jury, even after finding out that she lied about being raped, still was just like, oh, but she was still sexually abused. I'm
Thank
just
you,
saying.
Buddy Reynolds.
What'd he say?
You can't have a secondary crime without a primary crime being committed. Exactly. He didn't do it. So the secondary crime, like Buddy Reynolds, he doesn't have the First Amendment perfection in civil defamation cases. What are you talking about?
To be real, I don't know as much about it. I'll look into that, and we'll get back and we'll talk about this another point.
Everyone has a right to defend themselves.
Every
he has
person
a first. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
some legal jargon that I am unaware of. But I've never heard of anyone ever not. No, they cannot be true. Because even Jay Portnoy had people coming at him when he had that video come out with him, and some girl tried to say some nonsense. He's like, "No, that didn't happen." He was fighting to the death. Say, "I have the receipts. This didn't happen. This didn't happen. This didn't happen." People always defend themselves. I don't believe that that's true. But if it is, please bring that receipts because I don't think that's true.
I'm just saying, like, it's so stupid, so insane to be charged. I don't know how much money he had to pay her for defaming her.
$5 million altogether.
$5 million altogether. A lot. I mean, maybe even $1 million for defaming, for saying I didn't do this crime, and the jury said I didn't do this crime. But you're still gonna have to pay $1 million for this.
Read the First Amendment right now, dude. It clearly said the government. What said the government? You're not giving any details. It's the First Amendment right says what? If you're a government official, you can't. You say it in law. You're not saying anything. You're just giving.
He is a public citizen right now.
Yeah, exactly. So he's not. He's not.
And he was a public citizen when this happened. So like, I don't know if you're saying he did something while he worked as the president, because that's
not his defamatory statements. They literally just said it was defamatory statements were. What are you talking? We're not giving you anymore.
I'm just like, I'm so pissed. I mean, I love the lawyer.
Love when people say that you're lying though when they don't, but then don't tell you what you're lying about or what the truth is. It's very interesting. I don't know what. I'm not going to tell you what you're lying about. This lawyer was lying. I don't know what you're lying about. Why don't you look up what the truth is? I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you just look it up, like you don't know what you're saying.
That they're lying about the fact that he has the right to say, whatever. He can defend himself if he wants.
First Amendment only protects citizens from government censorship. He's literally a citizen. So boom, you're now debunked. Anyways, go on to the next. What is
crazy? But yeah, that's number 2. But number 1,
what is defamatory statement saying, silly?
Number 1 is actually insane. But if you are in support of Ukraine in any way, shape, or form, and you're in support of sending the billions of dollars.
Oh, there it is. Hold on, pause. I'm sorry. Why don't you look it up, content creators? So you don't know. You don't have anything. Thank you for clearing that up for us.
Yeah. So if you are in support of Ukraine in any way, I think this video will change your mind for sure. I think that most people knew that something sketchy was happening in Ukraine. Why are we sending hundreds of billions of dollars over there? Especially at a time where we're, super vulnerable because of the pandemic and super vulnerable, like America, inflation's rising at an insane rate. They say 8%, but it's way higher than that. We've hit a recession and we're potentially gonna hit depression like we've never seen before. All this crazy stuff is happening, our border, all of that. In the midst of all of that, we're sending billions and millions of dollars to Ukraine. Insane.
As we should. On the train with
and as a leftist, that's exactly what you would say. As we should. Titties out for Ukraine. Like, bro.
On the train with Ukraine. That's all I'm saying.
It's so crazy. All right. Take a look at this video, y'all. This is insane. The Joe Rogan podcast. But
hold on, affiliate. I don't want to. We're done with this. After this, I respond to this. The First Amendment, it's a civil case, might do. The First Amendment does not apply. The First Amendment should apply to everything. Why would you not be able to? No case should ever prohibit you from speaking or having your First Amendment right. So maybe that is true. I honestly do not know, but I don't understand how that could be. That's even American or constitutionally allowed. But anyways, we're done with that now.
This is number 1.
Number 1.
Here we go.
There's basically been a media blackout over this Pentagon files. Like it's being called the biggest U.S. government leak since Snowden. This happened in like the last couple of weeks. And Fox News even made a statement. We're not going to cover this. We're not going to show the documents because like serious blueprints for Ukraine were leaked. Yes. And did you hear about these?
Yes.
So
explain that to people.
I'm definitely not an expert on this.
It seems like a blueprint for setting up this war.
Yes. And like very sensitive document. I mean, John Kirby, he's like Biden's spokesperson. He's the guy who lied about the Nord Stream thing. In the press room. Mm-hmm. And he came out and said he specifically told media, don't cover this leak.
Don't cover the truth, guys. You're with us.
You know what's crazy? The craziest thing about this is they didn't say, oh, this is a bunch of BS. This is a bunch of. That wasn't the Biden administration's response. Their response was to tell all media not to cover this story. Don't even talk about there potentially being a leak that potentially we're money laundering billions of dollars to Ukraine, that potentially Putin in this scenario, and I'm not saying Putin's a good man, but in this scenario wasn't wrong, and that the U.S. is tripping, and that Ukraine is really the reason, yada, yada, yada. Apparently, the government instigated this war completely. That's what these files are saying.
Allegedly.
The leaks. They didn't say that it wasn't true. That's the crazy thing. So it's not that it isn't true. They just
and
don't
if
want
it
us to
wasn't
hear
true,
about
why
it.
would you tell people not to cover this story?
That's what I'm saying. If
That's
it's just a bunch
sketchy.
of BS, just let it be said. Oh, obviously it's not. You just keep gaslighting us. That's not true. But they said
But they didn't even say that's not true.
Cover.
That's
They
crazy.
said don't cover it.
Don't cover this story.
Don't cover this story because
Joe Rogan does.
Yeah, of course Joe Rogan covered it.
Well, let's just talk about Joe Rogan. He's a podcaster.
Yeah.
He's out here exposing things that are happening in our country.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying
that the government and the media will not portray to us. I'm done.
Yeah, all I'm saying, bro, like that's so crazy.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
If we set up the war, you can't justify them sending billions of dollars. And if they're sending billions of dollars, I said money laundering, but like, why are we sending more than all of Europe sending to Ukraine? More than all of them, like every country combined, we've sent, I think, triple what they sent. They sent like 20 million, 22, 25, something like that. We sent 100 or 20 billion. We sent 100 billion. Are you kidding me? Why are we sending that money there? What's going on?
Money that we don't even have.
We don't. The debt is going up like crazy, and we're actually at a crisis right now. If we don't raise the debt ceiling, the dollar will be zero, just like that.
That is
nothing.
Crazy. It's amazing. Like, you can say whatever you want about how this is conspiracy or whatever. Why would Joe Biden's right-hand man or one of his people that speaks for him, his spokesperson, say, do not cover this story?
Mm-hmm.
Not if the story's going to get out. Obviously, this happened. Let's talk about how it's not true. Let's explain the situation. Why would you just straight up say, don't cover it? Don't speak on it.
They said that the money that we've sent is within our foreign aid budget. LOL, what are you? Listen, it's first of all, I don't believe it is. All the money we've sent, and I can look into it.
I'm
just
convinced
to make sure.
Philly doesn't know anything.
No, all I'm saying is this. All I am saying is, if we set up this war, if this war is 100%, like it didn't have to happen, we instigated it. If we set it up, and now we're sending hundreds of billions of dollars for their defense or whatever, why on earth would we set up a war just so we have to send billions and billions of dollars to a foreign country that we could have used for the American people? You make sense of that.
Also, why would you have a foreign aid budget capable of with billions of dollars, but you have people on the streets in your own country that are struggling?
It doesn't make
$40 billion
sense.
for foreign aid, but there's people in their own country that could use that money. I'm not even for like handouts like that.
Honestly,
but it's just like that.
I hope
doesn't
you're
make
back
any sense.
next podcast because we will be looking it up and we will find out. But even if that was the case, it's 100% within our foreign aid. Honestly, it doesn't make sense to send all of a good lump sum of it
$100 billion
to one country. Doesn't really make sense if we're supposed to help. You know, we're the
if it's for foreign aid, it would apply to all foreign entities that we are allies with. But we're sending $100 billion to one.
It's set
Interesting.
Up. The leak is that we set it up.
Exactly.
We set it up. So why would we set something up just so we have to send money, our taxpayer dollars?
He's not answering that part. That's the funny thing.
That's all I'm saying. Answer that, bro.
So there's leaks that came out that the government set it up. American government set up this whole war, which means this foreign aid money wasn't actually needed to go to that. So because we set it up.
It doesn't make sense. Dilly, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Just say it, bro. I'm saying this is crazy.
Homie is a clown.
This is okay. He's saying, please explain how it's set up. This is leaks from the Pentagon. Leaks from the Pentagon. This and the Biden administration is saying for all media not to cover it. Russia bro, does he not get how we can instigate a war? How the whole leak is that it's the government's fault that we set it up, that we instigated, that we did this, that, and the other, bro. I'm just like, that's a leak from the Pentagon. Do we have every detail? Have we heard every detail on the leak? No, and I'm sure we'll find out more. Like this
just came out, yeah.
It just came out. But bro, if this is a leak, like I'm not talking about it's within the budget or not. If it is a leak, just indulge us for this moment. If there is a leak and we're sending hundreds of billions of dollars to this foreign country, why would we do that? What logical sense does it make to start a war to have to pay for the war? What? How does that make sense? We don't gain anything from this.
I mean, you do pay for your own wars, but it's the fact
No,
that you
no,
start
but
a war with
we don't.
You
gain
would start a
anything
war
from
within
this.
another country. For what reason? And obviously, there's already things about, and this is just like affirms everything else. Like Hunter already had ties with Ukraine. There's already so many things, sketchy things that are going on in Ukraine. I think there's a lot of trafficking going on in Ukraine. Like every conspiracy theory. Okay, got it. So you don't have anything. We
got
didn't
it.
cool.
Cool.
Got it.
Got
Appreciate it.
Because you can't defend it. You can't defend it. It's as simple as that. But guys, this has been the 5 O's are done. We can talk about all of these things so much, but I'm not trying to take y'all that much time. But guys, before we head out, there's a lot of stuff, not a lot of stuff, but we need to put y'all on to some great products. Let me pull this up. Y'all, right now, go to mypillow.com and enter in promo code SmithBros right here. You can get up to 66% on these amazing deals. Promo code SmithBros, no spaces, SmithBros. Type it in right here. Get amazing deals. They have the all-season massive closeout sale where they're selling their slippers for $25, regularly $150. That's insane. You're getting amazing deals. You can get slippers, clothing, bath, all that kinds of stuff. Also, head on over to Titus Ellis Smith, the co-host of this episode, and get yourself some Smith Bros merch. His merch from his show, Stay Triggered, My Friends, is tagline. This show, 5 Levels of Dumb merch. Get it now. It is honestly, it'd be amazing for you to buy this stuff. Wear it so we can see you wearing it. We can repost it on our stuff. Show that you're part of the community. Get some merch, y'all. This is dope. Also, our Smith Bros, our joint podcast brand. Make sure to subscribe to that channel, but also get some of that merch. It would be dope. And if you just want to support this channel in any way, shape, or form, get this message out to more and more people. First of all, like this video, share it with a friend, get this out to more voices, but also you can Cash App, Venmo, PayPal down below if you want to support the channel and see this get out to more and more people. Help us, help you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video, and we will catch you. I don't know, maybe probably next week, but we'll see. We're gonna be back. This will be a continual thing, at least 2, maybe 3 times a week. But until then, we'll catch y'all next time.